it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that.
Yeah, they're all black.
I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that you good, you don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? It takes us near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
I was about to say, I don't think they have like anybody keeping a check on it or anything.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job
I don't
upstairs,
even look at
they'll file
the
away
rules
what they just saw from the
for
defense
anymore.
right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep
play
that in
the
mind.
rules
They
again,
want to try that again. Go play action,
play
hit them
the
over the top.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Eric Armstead brought him down. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know, like, since I don't look at the rules, I don't even know what to complain about
as they're up
sometimes.
against a 3rd and 5. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Is Debo already a superstar, or did you give him a superstar?
That one covers 29 yards.
I gave mine to
First
Andy
down.
Dalton, but I wasn't thinking, and I
First
didn't
down,
realize.
San Francisco.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, bro, straight facts.
So in jet territory now.
I
Here's
put mine
first and
on
10
Andy Dalton, but I
at the
wasn't thinking. I should
22-yard
have put
line.
mine on fucking, not Andy Dalton.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. About the 20.
Le'Veon Bell.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd
That
down.
fucker went from...
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
Sets them up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Mosley on the tackle.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
Number 18,
Dante Pettis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Me and Spencer was talking about
no
earlier about this.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays
Kick me
a 6-0 game.
to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to the knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Checked out this roster.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I have my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Darnold from the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Sack.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At the 42-yard line.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now.
Is your name Jordan Reed or whatever?
And 9.
Who does he play for in real life now?
On second
He
down
plays for the
now.
Niners?
It's Bell, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Oh my God!
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That motherfucker would be amazing if he didn't get a concussion every time somebody touched him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 60 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
He would have threw that like 10 yards. He would have threw that like 10 yards shorter, and it would have been great.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Oh
That'll
my
be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
I know exactly what you're talking about, too.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he works free. Mostert, and he drops the ball. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around.
How old is he again? 23?
I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He did?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
I easily beat him by possession by like
the shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold completes it, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Remember last year they just fucking stood there.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Jets 7, 49ers 6.
Don't let me take anything for this injury. Guess we're going to see 10 seconds. But, I know, right? My re-injury risk better go down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, fucking hell. Thank you for being a good sport.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Oh, I think he was about
this
to
one
rip
up
that
to
bitch
about
out.
the 38. Give him
Give
5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
38-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
I was about to say, but they got him with shit, son.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Get up in there, big boy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
As a matter of fact, I will.
It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11
certain
on the
things,
fake
bro,
punt.
you just gotta have a
From
feel
inside
for it.
Niner territory now. This is
feel
1st
like you
and
should
10.
go for it in that
right
moment.
at the 40.
Why wouldn't you?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Feel like
10 more there and another first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he's one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019,
I mean, you just got to understand
no
where you're at on the
100
field.
yards
If you think
rushing,
you're going to
and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Oof.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Fuck.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 38-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
See, I think they need to do this in down
from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That's why there's
and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Nah, yeah, there's no penalties.
That's the mismatch that you want.
I heard there was a glitch. I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen some people talking on Twitter about there was a glitch. That hadn't been patched yet. That if you play on competition, it doesn't let you force any fumbles.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine if they don't really even get that pass.
And the 49ers add on to their lead.
We start gaining inches on fucking competition.
Niners 20.
Can't even force a fumble.
7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Because I like the random penalties. Like,
at their own 26-yard line.
Because if somebody breaks I mean, of course it sucks when it happens to you, but it helps you out. So, I mean, it'll even out. So, like, if somebody breaks a 40-yard run, it's nothing for it to call it back on hold.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, my God.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Shit just went from being like 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
You know how fucking pissed I would be if that actually happened. If somebody got up and took that shit to the house or something.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold.
What's his thing? What does he got to get? What does he got to do?
This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm trying to look myself here. I don't know, my shit saying rush moves no longer consequence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to
No, that was
looks like
cool.
they've got 6
May had
DBs
2,
on the
I
field
think.
here for a 3rd and 9. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
Oh, thank
They
God.
get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Oh, he'll look downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I was on him.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too,
Aren't
with a
you
drive
a
like
49ers
that.
fan?
So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold now to throw.
Just know that no matter what you do,
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
the school, the university,
the 49-yard line.
None of that Clemson, fucking wrong, South Carolina.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's the longest I've been alive.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Yeah, like you might, in the state of South Carolina, except for like in
To the
Columbia,
air
South
again,
Carolina,
Darnold. He's got this one complete to Merriman.
South Carolina,
And he'll go out of bounds after taking
outside
a
of
little further
there,
down inside the 40.
easily
Completion there to Rashad
5
Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina.
It's
He's
definitely
going to
like
take over
Michigan
the
or
outside
Ohio State
vertical
type
routes
of
that
rivalry.
Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
By the skin of their teeth,
like I said, I don't know that there's any. I don't know that
Like
there's
this drive a
any
little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up
American
some of the
sport
slack.
that has
'Cause
like
remember
that
the last
passion
drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 20-yard
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Hey, you got
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
I don't know why you picked something in the same division.
at the Niners' 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Niners 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
What the hell just happened, Rob? What the hell just happened?
So
oh my God!
Offense backwards.
No, the penalty was on me. It was illegal blocking the back.
Special teams penalty.
They didn't even fucking. They didn't even fucking call the. They didn't even fucking call the.
On the counter, here's Bell.
Keep catching interference.
He'll be dropped a yard
Keep catching interference. Nah, they call it fucking illegal blocking the back on me.
By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. So now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to be 49er football. And maybe maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick.
I was about to say, do not let that motherfucker haunt my corner.
It's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Everything is
so
fine.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
I'm actually satisfied with my division,
deep.
other than playing the fucking mountain time.
It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
No, that is that bad. That motherfucker is never available to play.
Set to get this drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them.
Yeah, I'm available for an hour tomorrow.
Down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Yeah, I was about to say 30 minutes the day after that, and then I might can fit in a little 45-minute gap on the last day.
Second and 6.
Now Mostert.
Oh my
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
At the 29-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Did you say you play
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I like that approach.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
Stop teasing me,
getting
man.
muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 2nd and 8 coming up. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At
the New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Once again, it's Mostert. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
32-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4 yards.
Oh,
1st down.
So y'all saying they can't?
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Down to the 25.
Number 26.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper.